welcome to Engineering in the Making. Today, we're making some modifications to Iron Man. So this is an Iron Man helmet that I built a few years back now. Essentially I started off with just some cardboard to make the actual frame of it. Then I put some fiberglass on the inside and the outside. I'm not sure if you can kind of see that in there. Then put car body filler over the whole thing. Sanded it for like months. Sprayed it, did some weathering. All in all, huge project. Probably took me like 2 years all in all. You know, working one weekend on and off sort of here and there. And you know, I thought I'd finished it. But then there was always this little thing in the back of my mind, a little voice that was saying, you really need to make the eyes glow. So, that's what we're doing today. Alright, so first things first. These eyes in here, they gotta go. Okay, so the Dremel that I have isn't technically a Dremel because it's not a Dremel, because Dremel's a brand. But I've got an Azito, so this is an Azito rotary tool cutting bit. Nah, it's the same thing. Oh yeah! Alright, that's really noisy and smells real bad. Pretty sure I shouldn't be breathing that. I'm gonna put some PPP on. So because we're going to be working with fiberglass and also the really fine dust from the car body filler, I'm going to be wearing a little mask for the moment, just so I don't breathe any of this crap in. But it is going to fog my glasses up, which kind of sucks. So safety is sort of the priority? I don't know. Should be right. Top tip, you can't blow on something when you've got a mask on. Also keep in mind, if you're ever using fiberglass, just to be really careful of the little glass fibers, because they can get into your skin and it gets really itchy. So you should be wearing gloves when you do this. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright, so now that we've got his eyes cut out, which is looking pretty cool, they're looking relatively even, which is good. What we're going to do now is actually figure out how to backlight these things. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to get some Perspex, cut them out to fit this shape, and then just sand them lightly, which is actually going to create a kind of a nice kind of frosted finish to them. Ooh, actually, I've got some frosting spray. We'll be right back. Alright, you know what? I can't find the frosting spray, but we'll either use the frosting spray if I find it, or I'm just going to sand it and then put some LEDs behind it, which will make it pop. It's going to be beautiful. Let's do that. There we go. So that's just some 3mm acrylic, or Perspex, or I don't know, whatever you call it. I think Perspex may also be a brand name, but everyone uses it as that anyway. So I'm just going to cut this, or mark it out, cut it to the right size, and then we'll try and just glue it in there with some epoxy or something. Why have I still got this on? This is annoying. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if I make these a little bit too big for the eyes, because they're going to sit behind anyway. I'm going to glue them in, so we won't really see it that much. So as long as I cut this to about the right shape or size, they should be fine. Where is my Sharpie? Top tip, you can never have too many Sharpies, because every time you buy one, it's going to go missing. So I bought 10 of them, I'm down to 1. Cool, so with that marked out, I'm just going to cut one of these out using the bandsaw, and then trace around it, cut the other one out as well. Let's do it. Helps if you plug it in. So what we don't want is lots of big scratches that you can see, which may be caused by the big kind of coarse sandpaper. So what I'm going to use is a little bit finer, just try and get rid of some of those little marks, but still have the frosted effect. Let's give it a go. So that's looking not too bad. You can see this one over here, it's got the sanding, so it's a bit more frosted. This one over here is still clear. So let's try and do that with the other one, I guess, and we'll see what happens. So while Iron Man's eyes are just drying out there, what we're going to do is do up the electrical circuit, which is just going to have some little LEDs that we can put inside the helmet. Probably hook it up to an Arduino Nano, just so it's nice and small, with a small little battery pack as well. So what I'm going to use is some LEDs, just some white ones and also some blue ones, just to add a little bit of contrast, because I don't want the blue to be too deep, because I'm pretty sure in the movies it's quite a light blue, almost white. So with our LEDs here, I'm just going to use some proto board, which is going to help us just to put them all together. And what we can do is inside here, we'll just mount this up on the roof. So they won't be shining directly out of the eyes, but it'll be kind of having a glow inside, which I think will be the best way to do this. So I'm going to start putting these onto the board, and then we can wire it all up. Rightio, so I've got the LEDs just hooked up onto the little proto board here, so let's get soldering. Don't breathe this. Awesome, so I've got our circuit wired up, we've got the Arduino on there, we've got our battery pack plugged in. All we need to do now is actually program this thing. At the moment, I'm just going to program it so the lights turn on, but we'll leave it so we can actually program this later to like make them flicker or make them flash on and off. Maybe have a motion sensor in there. When someone gets close to it, it actually turns on. I don't know, we can play with it later. But let's get it sorted out. Let us plug this in. Boop. Not working. Come on. What do you mean problem uploading the board? What is wrong with you? Alright, so apparently this Arduino Nano just doesn't work. It's a brand new one, but I suppose that's what you get when you buy cheap ones from China. So let's throw this one in the bin and we'll get another one. Take two. Plug this fella into here, plug you into there. There we go. That's more like it. Upload. Done. Oh. Top tip. Don't look directly into LEDs when you first turn them on. Oh man. Oh, I'm seeing spots. I'm seeing spots everywhere. Alright. Well, looks like that's working, which is awesome. So let's find a place where we can mount this inside the helmet, and then we can try and program this to do some cool flashy blinky stuff. Stop looking into it. Right, so I'm thinking, we've got our eyes are going to be sitting just down here. So if we can stick this just above it, up in the top of the helmet here, we can probably angle the LEDs down a bit. Yeah. So I reckon, let's have that sitting in there like that. We can have the batteries at the top. Then we can bend those LEDs down if we want to make them kind of point directly more at the our little frosted panels here. So I reckon we just use a little bit of hot glue, hey? What do we say? So let's do that. Oh, hot! Hot, 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 hot. Whew! I burnt my little pinky. Let's just dabble a little bit on this one here. A little bit on that edge. A little bit on that edge. Good thing about this hot glue gun is you can actually disconnect it and it stays hot. Now we're also going to want to hot glue our batteries in. So again, we're just going to stick that at the top. Cool. So let's just let that cool down for a second before we do anything else, and then we're going to stick the eyes in and we should be good to go. Right, yeah, so we've got our hot glue settling in there. We'll just wait for that to cool down, and then I think we're good to go. Luke, I am your father. I'll wait till it gets a little bit darker, I'll turn the lights off, and then I'll show you guys what this looks like. Oh, yeah! Beautiful! Radio, thank you guys so much for watching. That kind of wraps up today's little project. If you want to see how I actually made this, I've got some photos of the construction on my website. That'll be linked down below, www.engineerinthemaking.com. Also, I've got a bit of a Tumblr, I've got an Instagram. You should check out all the other social media stuff as well. If you want to see a bit of an in-depth video of how I actually made the Iron Man helmet, let me know below and maybe I'll do a video in the future about how I actually made this. And I've got another helmet that I actually want to make, so maybe we can do a bit of a video on that too. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of Star Wars influence. Keep an eye out for it. So that wraps up today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please like down below, leave a comment. If you have any other projects you want to see, let us know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. What a banger. What a banger.